Chill.
Get
Yo, chill. Yo.
Oh,
this is so muddy. Yo, that's so scary.
I think that's blood. Oh my god. Guys, I think there's actually blood up there.
What do you mean? It's flooding?
This clip was shared by Jasko, the creator behind the well-known YouTube channel Jasko, recognized for exploring the darkest and most fear-inducing locations. In a video released on April 25th, 2021, Jasko may have documented more than he anticipated. Accompanied by his friend Chris, he went to camp in Pocomoke State Forest in Maryland, a vast area filled with thick loblolly pines and mysterious cypress swamps. The forest is steeped in decades of paranormal legends, including ghost sightings, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures lurking in the trees, earning it the nickname the Haunted Forest of Maryland. It seemed like the perfect setting for creepy footage. While the evening started quietly, with the pair setting up camp and taking in the unsettling surroundings, things began to shift later that night. As they moved deeper into the forest to continue filming, the mood changed, and strange events began to unfold.
What? Shh.
I know I heard her screaming again.
Okay. Hold on. 1 second. You. Hold on. Stop it first.
It's a girl screaming.
That is a girl screaming.
Why though? Why that noise? Why the screaming? What's going on out here?
The most unsettling part was that the strange noises seemed to be coming from the direction of their car, just past their campsite, meaning whatever it was close. Growing more uneasy, Jasko and Chris chose not to risk it. They headed toward the car as a precaution, in case a quick escape was necessary. It turned out to be the right decision, as things only grew more intense from that point on.
Hello?
They responded to your hello.
I do not like this one bit.
I don't.
Stop. We keep hearing screaming periodically. I don't like it. No. Get to the car.
Oh my god, what is that?
I'm not clean.
Dude, that's so loud. Bro, someone's over there, bro.
They didn't think twice. Whatever was out there, it wasn't worth the risk. Jasko and Chris abandoned their campsite, leaving behind all their gear, supplies, and even their tents. In that moment, their safety was the top priority. When morning arrived and daylight filtered through the trees, they returned to collect their belongings, and, to their surprise, everything was untouched, just as they had left it. So, what exactly forced them to flee in the middle of the night? Was it someone, or something, trying to drive them away? Dee, the YouTuber behind Dee's Dark Adventures, is well known for her relaxing camping trips and scenic outdoor videos, but this time, her experience was far from peaceful. On this trip, she headed into one of the most notoriously haunted forests on the East Coast, a place wrapped in eerie legends and warnings that usually keep people away, especially solo travelers. Yet, Dee chose to go it alone. At the start of the video, she warmly introduces her van setup and cozy campsite, setting a calm and inviting tone. But once night falls and the sun sinks behind the trees, that sense of comfort quickly fades. The forest shifts. Strange sounds begin to echo around her. Twigs snapping, distant footsteps, and a chilling pattern of movement that seems to circle her van. A sharp bang on her van pulled Dee's attention toward the surrounding darkness. She tried to remain calm, thinking it might just be a wild animal, but then came the barking, high-pitched and panicked, unlike anything from nearby pets. What made it more disturbing was her remote location, far from any town.
Are they looking?
Time dragged on, another knock, followed by the sound of leaves rustling, this time even closer. Dee stayed completely still inside her van, hoping it would pass without incident. For 30 long minutes, the noises continued, scraping, shuffling footsteps, then suddenly stopped. The silence that followed was so intense, it felt louder than the sounds that came before. Gathering her nerve, Dee slowly opened the van door and cautiously looked out into the trees, hoping to see what had caused the disturbance, but there was nothing there.
Stick break, dude, stop. Sorry, damn stick break, dude. Dude.
Shaken, Dee closes the door and tries to calm herself by watching a show. Slowly, she begins to doze off until the barking returns, louder and more frantic than before. And then suddenly, a gunshot pierces the night.
Are these wild dogs? Oh my god.
The gunshot echoed through the woods like a clear warning. Dee froze. Then came another shot. That was it. Her fear peaked. She jumped into the driver's seat, heart pounding, threw the van into drive, and sped off, not stopping until she was far from the haunted forest. Though rattled, she was safe. But later, while reviewing her footage, she spotted something chilling. A pair of eyes faintly glinting in the shadows, watching her van. Eyes she hadn't seen before. Had someone been knocking? Were they the ones who fired the shots? And more disturbingly, what were they doing deep in the woods, completely alone? Pete and Dash, the duo behind the cheerful TikTok account followpeteandash, are known for their upbeat travel content, but the video they posted on May 4th, 2021 was anything but lighthearted during their annual spring stay at a favorite holiday cabin near a quiet wooded lake. Things took an unexpected turn. Hoping to spot some local wildlife and for added security, they set up a camera just outside the cabin, aimed at the woods. But what the camera ended up capturing was far from what they expected and left them deeply unnerved. No further context was provided with the clip, which left viewers with more questions than answers. Some believed it showed an animal just out of frame, while others were convinced it was staged for attention. But what do you think? Was it simply wildlife, or something else entirely? With no follow-up from Pete and Dash, all that remains is a chilling moment and a mystery that continues to stir debate. Dan, the creator of Exploring with Fighters, invites viewers to explore sites known for their historical significance and reported paranormal activity. Alongside his friend Flex, he planned to spend the night deep within the Screaming Woods, a forest shrouded in chilling local legends and strongly cautioned against visiting after nightfall. Residents go out of their way to deter ghost hunters, posting warning signs and trying to keep people away, which suggests that the forest hides something truly unsettling.
Okay, so we're at the Screaming Forest right now. This place is apparently the most haunted forest in the UK. I've been here once before with the overnight crew and stuff kicked off.
As they set up camp, they carefully arranged a range of paranormal investigation tools. CCTV cameras were mounted on trees, REM pods were placed in a perimeter around the tents, and devices like a music box and cat balls were positioned to detect any unusual movement or energy. Once night fully descended, the forest's unsettling reputation began to show itself. Echoing screams rang out through the trees. At first, they considered the possibility of pranksters, but the disturbing sounds continued as the night wore on.
Kids messing around, but we still are quite early. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, so... Bro. It could just be kids messing around, but there's still screaming coming from in the woods.
Yeah.
It's a man's voice.
Trying to make contact, Dan and Flex began speaking to the unseen presence. Their equipment appeared to respond intelligently. When they asked if it was male, the REM pod reacted. Questions about whether it had died in the woods or was found hanging triggered even stronger responses, especially to the latter, with the device flashing its most intense red light, signaling something very close. This led Dan to recount a local legend about a school teacher who was found hanged in the woods centuries ago. When they asked if the presence was that teacher, the devices responded once more, seemingly confirming the link.
The atmosphere has changed here.
Alright, then I've got a question for you. A little bit. Were you found in a tree hanging? Oh.
Yep.
The encounters grew increasingly disturbing as the night progressed. When they asked the presence to stop the cat ball from lighting up, it immediately did, implying it not only understood, but could control the device. Further questions, such as whether it needed help or felt trapped, triggered strong affirmative responses. The idea that a spirit, possibly from the 1800s, was interacting with modern technology led to a deeper conversation. Dan and Flex speculated that spirits might learn after death, perhaps through residual memories or emotions that they somehow perceive from the living.
Feels like I've been watched from numerous angles.
Yeah. I can't really escape from it either.
Let me get the... Yeah.
Just the way it's laid out. It's like, I don't know, it is really cold.
Very dense.
Yeah.
Back at the safety of their camp, they settled in for the night, keeping all their equipment active as they tried to get some rest. However, the strange phenomena didn't stop entirely. Both Dan and Flex reported hearing faint, distant wailing or murmuring during the night, quiet but unmistakable, further emphasizing the eerie presence that seemed to linger in the woods, even during its most silent moments.
Hear that mumbling?
Yeah, what was that?
Like a distant mumbling.
Yeah.
Noise. Ages ago when I think I was walking around on my own.
As morning arrived, they packed up their camp, weary from the night. Looking back, they noted the meaningful and seemingly intelligent reactions from the REM pod and cat ball, particularly those connected to the story of the hanged teacher and a spirit asking for help. Although they didn't encounter any dramatic visual events, the consistent device activity and eerie sounds made the experience deeply unnerving, further cementing the Screaming Woods' reputation as a truly haunted place. This video from the YouTube channel Lou Rock takes a different path from his usual content. For the past 8 years, Lou has been exploring abandoned and supposedly haunted places, capturing strange and eerie encounters that have slowly changed his perspective on the unknown. But in the video shared on May 9th, 2018, he took a new approach, a casual camping trip with his friends Joe and Todd. What started as a laid-back evening around the campfire, filled with laughter, stories, and the calming sounds of nature, shifted when they recalled something they had seen earlier that day, an old abandoned building not far from their campsite. Curious and looking to add some excitement to the night, the group decided to explore it. The building was clearly neglected and forgotten, and while they were intrigued at first, Lou, Joe, and Todd had no idea that what awaited them inside would leave them feeling deeply unsettled.
Holy crap, that's a big spider web. Ooh, what's that smell?
Smells like sulfur, right?
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Smells like sulfur over here, real bad.
Real bad.
Yeah.
What is that?
Right here.
What is that? Oh my gosh.
So what was that walking behind us?
Got chills. Got chills all over. That's on the right.
This place could literally fall down at any time. Completely. Holy crap. You're nuts. You guys are nuts.
The three friends felt an odd, unsettling energy around the house, and a strange odor in the air made things even more uncomfortable. Still, it seemed like just another exploration, so they continued through the building and later returned to their campsite to enjoy the rest of the evening. At the time, nothing felt too unusual. A faint whisper was caught on camera, but they didn't notice it during filming. The real shock came after the video was posted. Viewers pointed out something chilling, a figure that looked like a woman in white, standing silently near the rundown house. Lou and his friends hadn't seen her at all that night. It's subtle at first, but once spotted, it leaves a lasting impression. That figure, whatever it was, went completely unnoticed by Lou, Todd, and Joe during their visit. It wasn't until viewers pointed it out that the eerie presence was discovered. The more people rewatched the footage, the more disturbing it seemed. Was it simply a trick of the light, a bit of debris that looked unusual from a certain angle, or had they unknowingly filmed something truly supernatural? Ray Savage, the creator behind the YouTube channel Ray RLC, uploaded a deeply unsettling video on May 26, 2025. What began as a typical overnight wildlife recording turned into something much more disturbing. Like many of his solo trips, Ray ventured deep into nature to quietly observe wildlife, this time choosing a remote forest trail that showed no signs of human activity, only fresh animal tracks. It seemed like the perfect location. After setting up camp, he placed a trail camera and audio recorder to capture footage throughout the night. But what those devices recorded was anything but ordinary.
I think the perfect spot would be right here. This good old spot. And just look straight up there, and if any deer come walking by, I'll catch them. And we got her. So here's the trail cam. Got it set up. It's facing over there perfectly. But I've got a nice little treat for you guys. There's the sound recorder. Okay, so I'm going to have the trail cam going. I'm also going to have the sound recorder going. I'm going to listen to the audio first, and then the trail cam, just to see what we hear and then what we see. Because that's kind of the fun, you hear something and then see it later. So we're going to get this going. I'll get that going.
Ray passed the night peacefully, savoring the quiet solitude of the forest and looking forward to seeing what his gear had recorded. It felt like a calm, refreshing escape. But the following day, as he reviewed the footage back home, something unusual caught his eye. While the trail camera had captured several animals as expected, one clip stood out. It felt completely out of place. As Ray watched it, a sense of unease crept over him. The figure captured on the footage moved slowly and deliberately, without a flashlight, more like something out of a horror film than reality. Ray was stunned by what he saw. A man had appeared from the darkness, quietly moving through the forest. He was shirtless, carrying an axe, and wandering through the woods in the middle of the night. It was alarming. This wasn't a place frequented by hikers, especially not at that hour, making it hard to find a reasonable explanation for someone to be there at 4 a.m. But the most unsettling part, while Ray was asleep in his tent, that man was out there, somewhere nearby. Fortunately, they never encountered each other, but it's safe to say Ray has no plans to camp in that forest again. Exploring with Owen is a YouTube channel run by 18-year-old Owen, known for venturing alone into creepy, abandoned places that most people would avoid. His fearless curiosity has taken him to countless eerie locations, but this night's destination might be the most dangerous yet. On March 22nd, 2025, Owen finds himself deep in the woods, exploring 2 decaying barns tied to a disturbing local legend. According to the story, 4 missing people were discovered bound inside these very structures back in the 1990s. Now left to rot, the barns are filled with old tools, hay bales, and dust-covered equipment, ghostly reminders of a dark past.
Okay. Oh dang, this doesn't even lead in. Yeah, this just looks like some sort of like storage thing. Oh jeez, there's like a pitchfork thing. I don't know if that really picks up on camera. There's like all these pitchforks. That's crazy, bro. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna try this door. I'm assuming this probably leads into the main part.
As Owen trudges through the snow, searching for a way into the abandoned barn, he has no idea that he's not alone. Something or someone is about to cross his path.
Sliding door on the back, so hopefully I'll be able to get it.
This is private property, right?
No, I didn't.
Go!
I'm sorry.
Get the camera out of my face. This is private property.
No, I'll turn it off.
Oh my god. Last person who went on this property. This is making bad. I'm not gonna lie. So, dude, you need to get off now.
Hey, chill, bro.
Dude.
Chill.
Get off.
Chill. Yo,
Go.
stop screwing
Go.
up to me, bro. Yo, what the heck? Yo, holy crap. Dude, holy crap.
Here are they?
Dude, this guy's insane. What the heck?
Get out of the barn.
This guy's insane.
Get out of the barn.
I'm sorry, bro. It's just you're scaring me. When you like...
Get out of the barn.
Okay, I'm sorry. Holy crap. Just chill, bro. Just chill. I'm going. What is going on? You good, bro? Like...
Unless you want to go missing. Leave.
What'd you just say?
Leave.
Dude, chill. Holy crap, dude. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't break anything.
Leave.
Oh.
I told you to stop filming.
Holy crap, stop. No, bro, stop.
Go.
No. Yo, this guy's insane. What? Bro, what? Bro, he had a pitchfork. What? Dude, this guy's crazy. I've never seen something like that before.
Suddenly, a man appears, wielding a pitchfork and enraged. He confronts Owen, accusing him of trespassing. What begins as a stern warning quickly takes a darker turn. The man threatens that if Owen doesn't leave immediately, he'll make him go missing. The tension is intense, but Owen stays calm and manages to leave safely. What's your take? Was this just an angry landowner overreacting, or could there be something more going on beneath the surface? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Bear, the creator behind the YouTube channel Exploring with Bear, is known for taking viewers on immersive explorations of abandoned sites and areas linked to paranormal or cryptid activity. On this trip, Bear ventured into a famously haunted forest, rumored to be home to Bigfoot and eerie entities known as crawlers, said to dwell in the trees. He was aware another explorer had recently endured a frightening encounter there involving crawlers and armed men, an experience so disturbing she chose to remove it from the internet.
Welcome back to another adventure, fam. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jer Bear. For today's adventure, I'm about to take us into this haunted forest. And then she said there was a bunch of crawlers in the trees. She also told me that she had to take that video down. So this place is crazy.
Despite his earlier anxiety and the forest's eerie reputation, Bear continued on with caution. As he moved further into the thick woods, his physical symptoms worsened, especially a deepening sense of nausea and discomfort that grew stronger the farther he got from his vehicle.
Oh man, my freaking head is hurting. Something's going on with my insides. I'm hurting like right here I'm hurting. My head's hurting. This place has got me off, man, like in a bad way. I just heard breathing right behind me. That was a growly breath.
The strange sights and sounds deepened Bear's sense of being observed, adding to the tension of his solo trek. Things took a frightening turn when he spotted a large, unmistakable eye peeking out from behind a nearby tree. He described it as orange-yellow in color, clear evidence, in his view, of a non-human presence watching him.
So my original plan... Oh, I just seen a light, or an eye. Duck behind that tree. Are you kidding me? Did you guys catch that? I seen an eye right in here. A big eye. It was orangish yellow.
Just moments after, a frightening noise, a deep growl or something like it, came from nearby, making it clear that whatever was out there was not friendly and wanted him to know it was there.
Oh, there was it again. There it was again. No frickin' way, man. That thing sounded terrifying. We gotta get out of here. So, I just jogged some more, and I don't worry about filming it. Just worried about moving fast and safe. My head is really hurting me. Ow. My head. And my stomach. What is going on?
He called off his camping plans, deciding the risk and lingering unease weren't worth it. The mystery of the eye, the growl, and the forest's heavy atmosphere remained unresolved. While his physical symptoms might fade, the psychological impact of being watched and confronting an unknown, possibly hostile presence could last far longer. In mid-2021, a couple known for sharing joyful moments on their TikTok account uploaded a brief 15-second video that took a sudden and eerie turn. What started as a calm scene of a tranquil pond quickly unveiled something profoundly unsettling. At first, the footage appeared unremarkable, simply showing calm water and the surrounding forest. But a sense of unease soon set in. In the distance, a shadowy figure emerged, moving quietly among the trees. The person filming realized they were being watched, and the moment the camera turned toward the figure, it vanished without a trace. The video cut off abruptly, leaving behind a wave of questions and discomfort. Who or what was that shadow, and why did it disappear so suddenly? Its true identity remains a mystery. The Bells are an adventurous family driven by curiosity, often exploring abandoned places or camping in unique spots, sharing each journey with their growing online audience. In this video, family members James and Joe set out for what they hoped would be a calm night of camping at Ham Street Woods, a national park in England known for its peaceful scenery. It was October 21st, 2024. The evening began like many others, with a warm fire, a few drinks, and shared stories beneath the trees. But as boredom set in, they decided to take a spontaneous walk through the woods with their flashlights. What they discovered during that stroll was something completely unexpected.
Feels quite nice here, doesn't it? There, we've got the moon up there, guys. Beating through the trees. Oh, look at that up there. You feel like you're being watched?
Yeah, I was just going to say the same to you, to be fair. It just feels like there's eyes on us.
Well, I keep hearing like the odd rustle in the bushes here and there, and
Yeah.
I can't quite work it out.
There's definitely something coming up there.
This just doesn't feel right. It does not feel right. What was that, Joe? What? That is footsteps. That is footsteps, I'm telling you now, Joe. What was that?
What was that?
Is that a stick moving?
Yeah, that stick just there, look.
No. What?
Whoa.
Guys, what is...
I'm not sure about this.
What is that?
No.
I can't do that. Oh, this is so muddy. Joe, that's so scary.
James and Joe rushed back to their campsite, adrenaline surging, but the uneasy feelings stayed with them. Whatever they had come across had clearly unsettled them. In the end, they packed up and left the woods, no longer feeling safe. It raises the question, what was really happening in Ham Street Woods that night? Was there something out there beyond our understanding, or was it simply an odd coincidence, or possibly even a staged event? Trent Weldy Outdoors is a YouTube channel that documents the adventures of Trent Weldy, a former filmmaker who gave up a conventional lifestyle to pursue off-grid living, wilderness survival, and remote exploration. On November 19th, 2020, at a secret location in Florida, Trent and a small group set out for a rugged weekend getaway. Their plans include campfire cooking, kayaking, and exploring the Ocklawaha River near a large dam. The trip begins calmly, but as night falls, an eerie and unsettling presence shatters the tranquility.
Hi, we're out here again at a undisclosed location. We're got the fire going, got some charcoal, a little bit of charcoal in there as well. Gonna grill up a couple burgers real quick. Hopefully they come out pretty good. Put some Worcestershire and some Everglades on them, and we should be pretty jam up. Probably gonna make some mashed potatoes as well, and chow down. And then we'll so we got here kind of late. It was dark. We're having a little trouble finding a good spot, and then we found this one, got this fire going, and we'll catch up with you guys, I guess, a little bit later. Maybe take a look at the burgers when they're done. You can't really see it at all. So this is the dam. Only dam I know of in Florida. It's pretty wild. Can't see anything. I did forget, hopefully you can hear me, I did forget to film the burgers. We had bacon cheeseburgers, and they're pretty phenomenal actually. They're really good. But made up that quick fire, grilled up the burgers on some foil and some bacon, lettuce, tomato, and all that. They're pretty good. We'll catch up with y'all in a bit. So here's the other side of the dam, the high side. You can see all the wood. I don't know if you can see it, but this is all wood right here. Just all like river, you know, washed wood. And then out there is all lily pads. It's pretty hard to see, I guess, but it's pretty wild. So I don't know how well you can see it, but there's, I'm set up here in the car, in the back seat, and I have just a blanket, seats laid down, and made a makeshift pillow for there. Put the cooler to the side. It's just long enough to fit. Been wanting to do this for a while in this car, just to see. It's a little bit cramped. If I took this cooler out, it'd make a big difference, but I just don't really want to put it out.
After a calm evening, enjoying bacon cheeseburgers by the fire and taking a walk near the dam, Trent decides to turn in for the night. He settles into the back seat of his car, anticipating some restful sleep, unaware that his night is about to be unexpectedly interrupted by something or someone.
A bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but so I'm sleeping in my car in a parking lot, and there's somebody walking around between our cars. He's walking around both mine and Dustin's. He tried to open my door, but luckily my car was locked. Hopefully he goes away. This is crazy. He's just like looking at everything. He's like looking up against the window. So here we are in the parking lot here. We just got up. I went to the bathroom a little bit ago, but got up for good now. And there's a trail in the woods, so whatever was walking around the car, it looked like it was up on 2 legs like a human, but whatever it was come out of this trail and went down into the woods somewhere. I don't know.
In the dead of night, Trent is abruptly awakened by the distinct sound of footsteps near his car. Soon after, an unknown figure begins testing the door handles and even peers through the windows. Staying completely still, Trent avoids making any noise to keep from being noticed. At sunrise, a search of the surroundings uncovers tracks heading back into the forest. Whoever or whatever it was never made it inside, but they got frighteningly close. Dan pushed his thrill-seeking to the next level by venturing solo into one of the Midwest's most notorious forests. In a video posted on May 10, 2025, he set out to spend the night in a remote woodland known for its eerie reputation. Locals claim it's haunted by spirits and possibly even skinwalkers. Determined to find out if the legends held any truth, Dan jumped into the experience. As the sun began to set, he wasted no time hiking deeper into the forest in search of a secluded spot to make camp.
I just heard something whistling down the trail really far away. It could have just been somebody. It could have been somebody where I came from. Actually, I hear other hikers too. Yeah, actually, that might have been them, because I hear other people too. Yeah, looks like we're gonna need the lights. I was trying to postpone it for as long as I could, but the darkness is getting here. And it's a lot, guys, it is a lot darker than it looks on camera. Like right now, like you can see the sky, it looks like, you know, whatever. But I'll show you what I'm actually looking at. That's about what I'm looking at right now. That's how I see everything.
Knowing that others are still somewhere in the forest offers Dan a bit of reassurance. But as the light disappears and darkness takes over, a heavy sense of unease sets in. No matter how much he tries to shake it, the change in the atmosphere is impossible to ignore.
Did you guys hear that? What was that? Dude, what was that? I guess we'll find out, because we got to go back that way. Moon's up, getting dark out. Maybe the activity's going to start picking up. Yeah, there was something definitely back there. And that wasn't a squirrel, that's for sure. But I don't see anything.
As the forest becomes completely shrouded in darkness, Dan decides to stop hiking and quickly find a place to set up camp for the night. Despite settling in, he can't shake the creeping feeling that something or someone has been trailing him. The sense of being watched is unnerving, yet it only deepens his curiosity about what the night might uncover.
Those of you who are unfamiliar with Illinois or whatever, we don't have bears, we don't have mountain lions, we don't have bobcats, we don't have boar. All we have really for animals is like coyote, deer, small mammals, beaver, woodchucks, squirrels, and of course, we don't have any like predators aside from coyote. So there's nothing that would be following me like that. There's nothing like, it just doesn't make sense for it to be like, you know, like something like that. Especially, dude, I swear, I'm not even joking with you guys. Like, I swear something was looking at me from around the tree. And it was probably about my height. So, yeah, just really, really, really bizarre start to the evening. But I would have it no other way. I would have it no other way. This looks like good a place, if any, for camp. Just need to clear a few sticks out of the way so my tent does not get punctured. It's definitely not as cold out as I thought it was going to be, thankfully. So I'm just going to set up the tent, set up the sleeping bag. So I just got the tent set up, got the, why am I explaining that? You guys know I set the tent up. Got the sleeping bag in there, got the chair in there, some smaller stuff. And then I took a break and I just set the camera down on this table. I was just replying to some of my text messages. And then I noticed something. I noticed walking sounds around the entire campsite. And it sounded exactly like when I was just on that last path and I said something was following me. That's to the T what it sounded like.
Dan set up camp and tried to unwind, but the lingering sense of being followed wouldn't go away. He had come hoping to witness something unusual, leaving him torn between anxiety and anticipation. Though he never saw anything move, the strong feeling that something or someone was nearby grew harder to ignore. He began to consider the possibility that what he was sensing might be supernatural. Using his ghost hunting tools, Dan attempted to make contact for quite some time, but got no results. Still, strange noises echoed from the woods, and the uneasy energy around him remained. Despite it all, he spent the night at the site, unnerved by the footsteps, but somewhat let down by the lack of visible activity. So, what do you think? Was it just his imagination, a hidden animal, or something far more mysterious beyond what we can explain? Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, was the site of one of the most intense and deadly battles in American history. Fought from July 1st to 3rd, 1863, the Battle of Gettysburg took place across the surrounding hills and fields, leaving over 50,000 soldiers dead, wounded, or missing. It remains the bloodiest conflict of the Civil War and in the nation's history. With such a tragic legacy, it's not surprising that the area might still hold echoes of the past. The following footage comes from two campers who were simply visiting for a peaceful getaway. Neither expected anything unusual, but what their cameras captured felt like glimpses of history refusing to fade.
Okay. Don't move in there. No, there's a motorcycle. Okay.
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's another sparkle. You see what I'm saying?
What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look.
There's nobody there. Where? I can't see.
Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody
Not up in the trees.
There's nobody down there.
In the footage, faint figures appear in the distance, seemingly marching across a rocky area with ghost-like movements, at times even appearing to float just above the ground. Given the area's grim history, it's hard not to wonder if these shapes are somehow tied to the soldiers who once fought and died there. What's even more chilling is that this wasn't a one-time occurrence. While the first clip was filmed in 2001, another family camping in the same location captured a nearly identical scene 5 years later, in 2006, adding to the mystery and eerie consistency of these sightings.
Look at that orb up in the tree. No. See that flashing?
What makes it even more bizarre is that even with a 5-year gap between them, the shadowy figures in both videos move in perfect sync, as if reenacting the same scene over and over. Some wonder if they could be lingering echoes of the past, spirits trapped in a loop, reliving their final steps in search of peace. Gettysburg is often called one of the most haunted places in the world, and the comments beneath the videos seem to support that claim. Many viewers shared their own chilling experiences, suggesting that what was caught on camera might just be a small glimpse of what still haunts the area. This unsettling video comes from Brendan Explores, a UK-based YouTube channel focused on stealth camping, budget-friendly travel, and the van life journey. Brendan often films his solo overnight stays in unusual places, carefully balancing excitement with safety as he travels the open road. On August 22, 2022, what begins as a calm and familiar night soon takes a disturbing turn. After a relaxed day spent at a car auction and unwinding by Alderford Lake, Brendan returns to a quiet spot near the Ruddington Industrial Estate, a place he's camped at before without any problems. But this time, things take a darker and more alarming turn.
You just imagine now, Doris screaming to Derek, "Derek, they're back again! The Travellers!"
I remember when the Travellers came in '86 and they made a right mess. Oh, I'm gonna ring the village hall. Calm down, Doris, calm down.
So this is tonight's spot. It's parked up on the back of Roddington? Yeah, Roddington Industrial Estate. I knew this place from a few years back when I shot a music video on that private road. Look at that skyline. Not a bad little spot, this. There's the bridge, and just beyond that bridge is a little stream that runs across the tree line there. Last time I was here, these fences weren't up. These are new, so you used to be able to walk all the way down to the water's edge, but not today. But I'll settle for this. It's already getting quite dark in here, actually.
Brendan makes his way down a remote, quiet road and reaches his selected camping spot, a deserted car park well hidden from public view. As he begins to set up for the night, he looks forward to a quiet and uneventful evening.
I think I'll put my front curtain up when the light starts to die. I'll join you back in a sec when it gets a little bit darker. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film much of the next segment of the video because I was so freaked out, and I apologise about the abrupt ending, but this was the first time I've had to abandon a camp, and it really annoyed me. Someone's just pulled right in front of the car with full beams on. Just get out and go. Get out and go. 10 o'clock at night. I cannot be asked to go and find another park up. Scratches.
Just as Brendan begins to relax, the atmosphere suddenly changes. Around 10 p.m., a mysterious car pulls into the lot and parks with its headlights shining directly at his vehicle. A strange and unnerving move. Why stop there, and why aim the lights at him? Feeling an immediate sense of unease, Brendan doesn't stick around to find out the stranger's intentions. Acting quickly, he jumps into the driver's seat and drives away, prioritizing his safety over a potential confrontation. Fortunately, he gets away without incident. This chilling footage comes from Eek Acres, a YouTube channel dedicated to off-grid living, wilderness adventures, and outdoor gear testing. On August 16, 2021, the camper set up for the night at a remote site called Pineapple Junction, a location known for its history of strange, unexplained events. It's the same place where a couple once fled their tent in the middle of the night without any clear reason. Later that evening, the camper noticed a nearby group of campers sweeping the woods with powerful flashlights, seemingly disturbed, possibly by mysterious noises or rocks being thrown. Eventually, the group left in a rush, leaving their fires still burning. Not long after, bizarre lights, glowing orange, yellow, red, and even blue, began darting above the treetops, moving in ways that couldn't be explained by drones or ordinary flashlights.
It is dead quiet here. I'm not totally level either. I'm kind of like backed in. I'm backed into the rocks that go around the perimeter of this parking area. And the back end is up a little high, but that's all right because then the blood will go to my feet and out to my head and I won't wake up with a headache in the morning. You never want to sleep with your head below your feet. So, I don't know, you guys, but this place is 10 times creepier than Pineapple Junction at night, especially with a moon high in the sky, very bright, a big moon. It is way creepier here. If you missed that video, Bigfoot Country on location, go back and watch that video because that's where I'm at tonight. That's where I'm at. I'm parked right at the trailhead, and it is creepy out there, you guys. Holy crap! I've never seen this place at nighttime. So I don't even know if I dare sleep with my fan on tonight because I want to be able to listen. But anyway, let me go to mode. There we go. That other light's a little too bright. So anyway, you guys, I don't want to make this segment too long. I will come back and let you know if anything else happens. Hopefully not. I just want to go to sleep. That's all I want to do. I just want to go to bed. But if anything does transpire here, I'll do a video of it. But you guys, I've got to get a better camera than this one. This one at nighttime, even with using bright lights, I mean, my God, this flashlight is 1,000 lumens and the camera can't even see anything it's looking at. This camera sucks. Don't ever buy a Nikon. They're terrible cameras. Awful. And they got the worst zoom you'd ever see in a camera. The worst. Never again will I have a Nikon. So anyway, fingers crossed. Pray for me, guys. I'll see you in the morning.
Comfortably tucked inside his camper van and getting ready to sleep, he notes how eerily quiet the area is. An unsettling, complete silence hangs over the forest. Despite the creepy atmosphere, he chooses to turn in for the night and hope everything remains calm.
Oh, I'm laying here, you guys, and it is deafening quiet. It is so quiet here. All I can hear is my own heartbeat. And when I look outside of this van, all I'm going to say is that if I had a girlfriend with me right now, this place would scare her. I think any woman would be afraid to stay at this place. It is creepy looking out there like you guys would not believe. It looks like I'm in the middle of British Columbia. I'm not kidding you. The way those woods look out there, oh man, is it spooky. But yeah, I don't recommend staying at a place like this and then look out the window. It's best to just have panels in your windows and don't even look. Don't bother. Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm going to get any sleep tonight, but it don't bother me none. You know, I'm staying here all night long. So, I'll see how it goes, but I have been hearing some coyote from time to time, way up the trail, where you guys saw me go up the mountain that day where the blackberries are. Coyote yipping like crazy up that way. And there's a strange sound like the wind is blowing through the pines, but yet there's nothing moving out there. It's dead still, but it sounds, and I know you can't hear it in the camera, but it sounds like wind blowing through the pines. You know that haunting sound when wind blows through pine trees? Creepy. Definitely the creepiest place I've ever spent the night is here at this location. But I said that I would do that. I just didn't think it was going to be through circumstances that caused me to come here tonight. But shows I'm good on my word. Anyway, you guys, enough is enough. I got to get some sleep. We'll see you in the morning. You guys, oh my God, hold on. You guys, I'm not joking. You guys, I'm not joking. I don't even have my freaking shoes on. I'm driving in my socks. The van was attacked. I thought I was dreaming. I fell asleep. I was sound asleep, and then something woke me up. It was loud as hell. And then I was laying there a second. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then it happened again. I swear on my life, this is not a joke. Oh my God, you guys, I am shaking like you would not believe. It is 12:15 a.m. So I fell asleep for about an hour and the van was attacked. I can't even believe what happened. I can't believe what just happened, you guys. Scared the hell out of me. Oh my God, was that loud? Woke me out of a sound sleep, scared the out of me. It's only 56 degrees out. You know what, you guys? I think I believe in Bigfoot now. I am not joking. I think I believe in Bigfoot. I'm driving home in my socks. There was no time to get my shoes on. There was no time to get my pants on. When I left there, I drove off in my underwear. In my underwear, you guys. I was attacked. I was literally attacked. Holy, I can't believe I'm even saying this. You guys, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny. I was sound asleep. It scared the out of me. It was so freaking loud. It sounded like they were trying to get in the van. It sounded just like they were trying. You guys, they were right at the back of the van. Right at the back. I am not kidding you. I am serious. I swear to God. I'm serious. They were right at the back of the van trying to get in. I had never been startled awake so fast in all my life. That scared the hell out of me. My heart is just pounding. Anyway, you guys, I need to calm down. I need to get home. I need to get home. That's it. I'm going home. I'm not staying anywhere else.
As he slips into a deep sleep, he's abruptly awakened by loud banging and crashing. Someone or something is striking his van, seemingly trying to break in. Without hesitation, and wearing only his underwear and no shoes, he leaps into the driver's seat and races off into the night. Shaken and unnerved, he doesn't bother looking for another campsite, and instead heads straight home. Fortunately, he escapes without injury, but the experience is deeply unsettling. It's a harsh reminder of just how terrifying van camping can be. On June 27, 2024, one of the action-adventure twins embarks on a solo expedition, a daring choice in the dangerous world of caving. Prompted by a mysterious comment on one of their previous videos, he tracks down a secluded cave tucked away in an old quarry. With no support, no way to call for help, and only a camera in hand, he ventures into the depths alone.
Whoa, look at this. Somebody made it back here with a homemade torch. They got some, I'll tell you that. Not me, not never. Not this far in. This is sketching me out. Oh my God, there's still paw prints.
As he crawls through tight, claustrophobic tunnels, his body brushing against rough stone and damp cavern walls, he notices something disturbing. A homemade torch, long extinguished, propped against the wall. It's not random debris. It's clear evidence that someone else had been down there not long ago.
I think that's blood. Oh my God. Guys, I think there's actually blood up there. Getting out of here, dude. I can't. I feel like it's over there. I gotta get out of here. Holy crap, I thought I heard something. I feel like I'm about a third of the way out, but I ain't feeling any better about this. I feel like whatever's out there hunting is probably about to come back in this cave for the night. Holy crap. I didn't realize how far I went. the cave can have its rock back. Ouch! I made it, guys. I made it. Do not go in there. Don't think it's worth it. Whew. All right, I did it. I went to the cave. If anybody else has somewhere else for me to go, probably be me and James next time. Hit us up on Instagram or, you know, even a YouTube comment again.
Then the true horror begins. Just as he's about to turn back, he spots something in his peripheral vision. A vivid red stain smeared across the stone. Blood, still fresh enough to retain its color in such a remote cave. The sight is more than unsettling, it's chilling. Was it left by an injured explorer who never made it out, the aftermath of a wild animal attack, or something far more sinister? Something that might still be hiding in the shadows? Fortunately, he manages to escape unharmed. This eerie video comes from The Journey is the Destination, a YouTube channel that merges solo exploration, wilderness survival, and paranormal investigation, often delving into mysterious, uncharted territory. On January 30th, 2025, adventurer Jay revisits Elacuchi Forest in Florida, a remote and haunting woodland known for its disturbing history and eerie vibe. During an earlier trip, he captured strange knocking sounds from the trees and other unexplained noises. Now, he returns alone with only a flashlight and camera, determined to dig deeper or to face what he's already begun to fear.
Like this amount of this water over here hasn't gone down yet. Alright, I got the red light on, so it might be a little bit dark. I'm gonna do some tree knocks and see if we get any responses. Sounds like somebody just
Just as Jay begins preparing to knock on trees, hoping to stir up whatever caused the strange noises during his last visit, 3 loud, piercing gunshots echo from deep inside the forest. The abrupt sound instantly unsettles him, heightening the tension.
I know you can't see me right now, but I do not understand how this always happens to me. Like, it is literally 12:30 at night. It's almost like they're looking for me. He was out with a flashlight, now he's back out with the flashlight again. I hope I'm not witnessing somebody dumping a body or something. I'm also feeling really vulnerable because if it's just a redneck out here and he decides to start, oh god, that could be.
As Jay tries to make sense of the situation, he suddenly notices he's not alone. There's another figure moving through the shadows of the forest. With the recent sound of gunshots still fresh in his mind, the discovery is deeply disturbing. A chilling thought enters his mind. Could this person be disposing of a body?
But it sounds kind of like he's dragging something. I want to walk and get closer to see what they're doing. But you saw the ground here. There's so many of those cypress knees everywhere. I'd probably just myself trying to get closer. And thankfully, other than a few of these here and here, which I did hit, but I was able to creep my way in pitch black up to behind this tree at first. So at first I was over here, kind of squat down, watching what was going on over there. They just turned the headlights out. Looks like they're setting a gigantic brush fire. Like they put something on the ground, then they covered it up and are setting a big brush fire. I mean, the amount of stuff he's laid on the ground, that's no normal little fire. That is absolutely weird. I want to get out of here, but I don't want to walk next to somebody that's starting a fire that big. That's not normal. And then I eventually did not know all this stuff was here and have no idea how I managed to miss all of this, but I somehow came through here and had worked my way up till I was right there behind that.
Jay attempts a quiet escape, carefully moving through the underbrush in hopes of staying hidden. But suddenly, loud banging echoes from deeper within the forest. It's unclear what exactly is going on, but whatever it is, it sounds ominous and unsettling.
I was about 2 seconds away from just starting to walk that way to go around him and then I don't know what to do now. I don't really want to get eaten by anything out here. I can't see in the dark either.
Just as Jay is about to find his way out, he spots a figure near a fire. Then, almost immediately, 5 sharp gunshots ring out from the same direction. It's the second time shots have been fired during his exploration, but now they're much closer. The situation turns even more alarming. A mysterious man, alone in the woods at night, is lighting fires and shooting without explanation. Was he simply fooling around, or trying to hide something far more sinister, like covering up a crime? Fortunately, Jay manages to get out safely. This video features the Action Adventure Twins, a YouTube channel led by identical twins James and Edward. They specialize in unfiltered, first-person footage of thrilling expeditions, primarily exploring caves and abandoned places. On September 14, 2023, the twins, along with a few fellow explorers, head into a deep river cave armed with only pool floats and minimal safety equipment. What begins as a fun and adventurous outing quickly takes a more serious turn as they face tight, constricting tunnels, slick mud climbs, fragile sandstone, and steadily rising water levels.
Oh yeah, so this is all that rust color. We got like a mile of crawl to do.
That's gnarly, man. Let me see.
That blew off?
Oh yeah. Was this the salt? That's a lot of carbide on the roof.
That's so fragile.
This whole cave is like sandstone.
Yeah. This is what we were looking at to send before.
You want me to send it?
Yes. You're gonna have to move some rocks.
Oh.
Once you're down there, but it's very tight.
I was hoping I could just slip right through, you know. Shit, should have gone down head first. It looks like I moved one rock.
Yeah, there's like a little tiny pile, and then it looks like...
There it goes.
No way to spin around either, is there? No. You're committed.
I'm committed to how I'm doing it.
Yep.
All right, let's see if I can fit.
You're going backwards?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already spun around this way.
As the team delves further into the cave, the roar of crashing water echoes around them. They navigate impossibly narrow spaces, tight enough to trigger claustrophobia, even in the most experienced adventurers.
You gonna check it, see if it's worth coming?
Yeah, for sure.
I think you're almost there. Hard to believe it would open up.
Let's see if it does. Oh, yeah. What? Let me go check this out. It leads into the vortex room.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's all it does. It just goes into the vortex room. Hey, now we know why nobody dug that out, you know.
This is terrible.
I know.
Come on, guys, go do something cool. Last little push.
Final push.
Good job. Good job opening it up. New room.
Whole brand new room, man.
No way. No, it's the vortex room. Back to the vortex now. It was pretty fun though, right? Has anybody gone this way and followed the stream? No. No, it turns into a breakdown pile. Alright, we head back out of the cave. We may hit some side passages on the way out, or just head straight out.
They decide it's time to turn back, but that's when things take a truly frightening turn.
I said my lights are dying. This is the passage we went through? It's almost all the way to the ceiling. What the heck? Like, you gotta get out of the cliff. What do you mean, dude? It's literally flooded. What do you mean? It's flooding? It's almost to the ceiling. You need to make it? Yeah, I think so. Alright guys, we made it out of the cave. The GoPro and one of my headlights filled up with water, so they're broken.
Fortunately, they managed to escape just in time, finding enough air and space to squeeze back through the original passage. But the close call is a stark reminder of how unpredictable cave systems can be. The very entrance they used had begun to flood without any warning, turning their route out into a potential trap. With sharp rock walls, extremely tight passages, and the looming threat of rising water, the danger was all too real. On September 9th, 2021, the creator of the 401 Files YouTube channel teams up with another adventurer for a winter bushcraft trip deep into the snow-covered North Yorkshire moors. The landscape is breathtaking, vast, quiet, and completely blanketed in snow. However, the peaceful atmosphere quickly fades. As they trek through frozen bogs and rugged wilderness, they come across unusual animal tracks that don't seem quite right. Then, while capturing some B-roll footage, the tone of the trip abruptly shifts from exciting to unsettling.
This bit here, as you can see, I'm positioning the camera for some B-roll as me and Junie both walk past into the scene. But on my way back to collect the camera, we both heard what sounded like a very loud scream. Now obviously the camera recorded the audio at a much lower sound than we heard it, but it's still clearly in the recording. Take a listen and let me know what you guys think. Like I said, comment below, alien emoji, leave a comment.
Yeah. What was that? Sounded like a scream. I hope the camera picked that up. Hey? I hope the camera picked that up. Did you hear it?
I did hear it, but not very well because I found it up.
Sounded like some guy screaming.
Yeah, it did sound like a guy screaming.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. Yeah. What was that? Yeah. What was that?
A blood-curdling scream suddenly pierces the forest, sharp, human-like, and alarmingly close. It sounds like a man in pain, immediately freezing both adventurers in their tracks. The host visibly flinches, anxiously scanning the trees, a deep sense of unease setting in.
That was a bit weird. Like, as I was filming the B-roll there, me and Junior heard this really weird scream. Like, it sounded like a man just screaming here in the middle of the North Yorkshire moors. And it was while filming the B-roll, so normally you guys wouldn't have seen that end bit. I would normally cut that out for that cinematic look, but I thought I'd keep it in because that's when we heard it as I was walking back to the camera. And I said to Junior, what the hell, did you hear that? But Junior had his hood up, so he did hear it, but I heard the full... Yeah, he couldn't make out what it was, but he definitely heard something, and I heard the full-on scream. Now, I'm hoping the audio picked that up on the camera, but like I said, you guys wouldn't have normally got to see the end bit where I walked back to the camera to retrieve it. I'd normally cut that bit out, but I've decided to leave it in for that reason, that we heard this really weird scream, and that was it, just the one scream, nothing else after that, but didn't make much sense. Thought I'd document that, and hopefully, like I said, the audio did pick it up.
Hearing a scream like that in such a remote location is always unsettling. It could have been a prank, a hiker in need of help, or perhaps something far more mysterious, like a cryptid, a skinwalker, or an unknown entity trying to draw them in. This video comes from Man Dog Wild, a YouTube channel known for its gritty, immersive outdoor adventures. The host usually tackles tough survival challenges in remote locations with his loyal dog by his side, but this time, he ventures out alone, or so he believes. On April 29th, 2025, after a minor knee injury, he opts for a lower elevation campsite deep within an overgrown banana plantation. Though the setting is lush and scenic, it's far from safe, home to venomous snakes, ticks, and the notorious wandering spider. Wanting to avoid any risk to his dog, Yeti, he leaves him at home, surrounded by jungle sounds and guided only by moonlight. He settles in for what he hopes will be a peaceful night.
And I keep hearing stuff, walking around in the plantation. I think that's what it is anyway. It's easy to hear. I mean, it could be the wind. The wind picked up a little bit, and there's so many dry leaves that whenever it moves, it's easy to hear. But I don't think it sounds like that. It sounds like something stepping on the kind of the dead leaves. Something moving around.
As he makes coffee beneath the starry sky, the silence is interrupted by the soft sound of movement, footsteps rustling through the nearby leaves. It's quiet but unsettling. He looks around but sees nothing. Perhaps it was just an animal, or maybe something more.
Can't see, it's just staying out of sight. It's giving me the creeps a little bit, huh?
So I tell you what, the mosquitoes, proper bad in here, really bad. So I'm glad I did bring this, of course, because my usual kind of poncho, yes, that kind of wouldn't cut it today. I got my coffee here. A little nervous about being outside of this because of all the kind of, well, the spiders. But this is what it's all about, right? Camping, peaceful, relaxing. Why do I do this? I hear that noise again. I hear someone walking around again. Over that way. Oh. It sounds like it's circling us. What's that? What's that? You guys hear that? I'm gonna take a little walk around because it's gonna drive me mad if I stay laid down all night. Couldn't see anything. I had a little walk around, couldn't see nothing. As soon as I lay down again, I start hearing it again.
Lying back in his hammock, the footsteps return, this time closer. He grabs his flashlight and scans the dark underbrush, but once again finds nothing. Each time he tries to relax, the crunching resumes. In a place like this, it's hard not to fear the worst.
I haven't camped with a dog for so long that kind of made me a little uneasy now. But I am in a shelter. It's good thing is now it's super warm. We don't necessarily need a blanket or anything like that. I do have a jumper for when 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning comes. We'll be okay. But for now, I've had my pot noodle, I've had my coffee, and there's a mosquito in here. Good. So I will see you guys in the morning. Oh. So my shelter's just come down straight on my face. Oh, mosquitoes. I was just about to drift off. I think I was drifting off. Is you? You? Blackie, huh? So somehow, Black has found me deep in his banana plantation. Okay. Looks like I'm sharing the hammock with Blackie tonight. Whew. That explains the movement. Maybe he could have announced just have a little bit, huh? He could have. Oof. Good boy. Good boy. How you find me? How you find me? Oh, you crazy boy. Okay. Okay. I'll get this back up. Okay, now I feel a little bit better now, actually, that I'm not alone with something walking around, and it was just Blackie. So, whew, a little bit.
Without warning, his hammock gives out, and as he works to fix it, the mystery is finally uncovered. His other dog, Blackie, had somehow followed his trail and quietly showed up at the campsite. It's a surprising and heartwarming twist. No ghosts or strange creatures, just an unexpected reunion that's even more rewarding. The Safety Third YouTube channel, usually known for combining humor, science, and adventure, took a much darker turn on May 21st, 2024. On that day, the host embarked on one of his most remote journeys yet, using old mining maps to guide him deep into a rugged mountain range. He was in search of long-abandoned mine entrances hidden beyond a steep ridge. Most of the hike revealed only deteriorating remains, caved-in shafts, collapsing support structures, and the haunting stillness that lingers in places untouched by humans for years.
Okay, well, definitely not coming after you there. Good job. Okay, this is supposed to be number 2. I'm not cutting through that. Might be able to go up and over a little bit just to see what that looks like. I'm getting the impression these are the kind that they tried to cover, and so we're just looking for erosion. Nothing there. Yeah, I might be able to go up and over that way and look in that hole. I'm gonna check this out downhill first though, where I found the froggo. Okay, yeah, we're not getting through there for sure. It's not like we can crawl in that one anyway. I just wanted to look and see it. There's a turtle. What up, turtle? I think he's an old one. His shell's cracked on the front. It might be an older one. All right, as you were. Yeah, climbed up and over. It's all collapsed and or piled up on. What a bummer. Well, this one might be a bust today. We got one more spot, but judging by what we've already seen, it's not looking too good. You win some, you lose some. I mean, I gotten pretty lucky here recently, so definitely due for a bust or two. Definitely a rock wall over there. I think I might see an opening here. I don't know how old this is. Oh, that's definitely a mine. The question is, can we get in? And the answer appears to be no. It looks like it's below us. And there's no way to drop into it. It's definitely a mine though. No. No holes. It's still extremely piled up. I mean, give it a few years, you know. For now, no way. I'll give up. Get back to the trail. Okay. Basically, it's what I thought. It's a whole lot of nothing.
As he trudges through the underbrush, the only notable sighting is a lone turtle, an oddly calm moment in an otherwise tense search. It seems the mines are determined to stay hidden. With daylight fading, he decides to wrap up the exploration and begins his journey back.
Still, I was curious. Had to look. Kind of pretty though. All right, I'll turn around and start heading back. I don't know if it's about to rain rainstorm or what the deal is. Got cloudy all of a sudden. Okay, just got onto the trail that we came up. Now it's big time downs. Okay. Hey. Yo! Really? Who's over here? You better go. How many of them are there? Little heads. That one was standing up on his hind legs. Looking at me. I mean, they're kind of cute, but it's not the most dangerous bear in the world, obviously. It's the black bear, but still. You don't want them following you or thinking that you're easy prey. Yeah, stay gone. Well, that was fun. I saw at least 3 bears. I think Mama Bear was the one that was standing up on the hind legs looking at me. They could mess you up. I mean, they people. A little surrounded there because they were off to my right too. That's where I kept hearing the 2 other sounds. That was interesting though. It's not the first run-in I've had with bears. You've even seen some on the channel, and it won't be the last. But that's a lot of bears to have in this area.
As he turns around, he suddenly realizes he's surrounded. A group of bears is closing in. One stands up on its hind legs, towering and tense. Acting on instinct, he grabs his gun, cocks it, and stands ready. Fortunately, it never comes to a confrontation. The bears hold their distance, and he's able to retreat safely, unharmed. Gary and Julia, the couple behind New Life in the Van, are a British pair documenting their travels around the world in a camper van. Their videos usually showcase beautiful landscapes, fun moments, and the freedom of van life, all meant to inspire others to seek adventure and create meaningful experiences. But in a video shared on May 17th, 2025, they revealed a less glamorous side of that lifestyle. While exploring North America, they came across what seemed like the perfect free parking spot in rural Idaho, right next to the water. Although they noticed some trash along the river during a short walk, the place still felt peaceful enough to settle down. However, as they started to relax, a suspicious vehicle pulled up near their van, quickly shifting the mood from calm to uneasy.
Car come in here with a load of crap in it, haven't we? We think they're going to fly tip. There's so much rubbish around here. We don't really want to go out there because you don't know what these people are like. They've got loads of in the back of their pickup, haven't they?
Did look like it, yeah.
I mean, like mattresses, the lot.
Yeah.
They've driven down there. I bet you any money they're going to fly tip.
Well. In terms of what, could take a walk around there with a camera, just pretend to take pictures. I bet
no,
the scarper.
No, Gary, I'll tell you what the problem is with that. It's what if they've got a...
What are they going to do? Shoot me over that?
I don't know. People bloody do the weirdest things over nothing.
I suppose they do.
It might look like bloody paradise here, but when you've got a like that going on, I think almost like take a photo, but I don't know how. I don't, without getting caught doing it.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to take a photo as well. At least we could send it to a local government agency or something like that.
It's disgusting what people are doing. It's such a beautiful area as well.
The people who pulled up nearby immediately gave Gary and Julia an uneasy feeling. Something about their presence felt off. Not only were they openly dumping trash in the area, but at one point, it appeared one of them might have been carrying a gun. Though it was unclear what their intentions were, the atmosphere quickly shifted from peaceful to threatening. Trusting their instincts, Gary and Julia chose not to risk it and decided to pack up and leave before nightfall.
What's he taking out of there? There is no way that he's going for a walk. This is what they're doing. Slow down, Gary. They've got some sort of... They are literally Stop there for a second, love. Look at that. That is absolutely disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. In a beautiful area like this, they are fly tipping. We're not going to stay here because this is obviously somewhere that people are coming to fly tip. He's waiting to see us go, look.
Yeah, he is.
He's now put him on the back foot there a little bit, hun. Just stop there for a second. See what he decides he's going to do. Wow. Look at the size of those objects. I mean, there looks like there's a disability kind of vehicle there as well. I can't really see it, to be honest. I think
one on the front.
There is one on the front, but it's not that clear. I've taken a photograph, but it's really... Look at them. They should be ashamed of themselves.
Feeling completely disgusted and let down, Gary and Julia left the area to protect their safety and restore their peace of mind. The creator of the Wandering series YouTube channel takes his audience on explorations often driven by the unpredictable nature of the Randonautica app. Known for seeking out strange and mysterious places, he embraces the randomness of each journey with a sharp eye for the unusual. On this particular trip, however, the app seemed to lead him somewhere far more disturbing. Taking advantage of the warmer weather, he launched a new series focused on the theme of money and set off into a familiar coal region he believed was rich with potential for unexpected discoveries. His first location brought him to a site featuring historical coal mining exhibits, where he noticed several dead birds scattered around, an eerie detail that cast a sense of unease over the otherwise normal surroundings.
It's exciting. I had a lot of fun doing this last time, and the video seemed to do really good. This time I'm going to try to do some more. I got to train myself to be better with this camera. I do have this wide camera lens, I guess. You like kind of put it on. I guess I can kind of show you guys. What is this? Oh, so this is like a little interactive center. Lethbridge used to be known as Coalbanks. That was the original name until they changed it after, I forget his first name. William Lethbridge died or whatnot. But yeah, it used to be Coalbanks because it was a coal mining town. Kind of neat. So let's stop here first. Let's check it out. Yeah, they discovered coal, and this is like an old mining cart. That's kind of cool. It's like Minecraft, right? Just a bunch of birds up there. Okay, like that one's just like decaying. I don't think that can be very good, but we got this thing.
The journey through the coulees led him to the first Randonautica point, which turned up nothing connected to his intended theme. Though disappointed, he remained undeterred and generated a second point, hoping it would reveal something more intriguing or unusual.
Head this way. The thing with this is like winter kind of takes you out because it's I haven't hiked for a long time. Turns out it's very tiring. Yeah, actually, I should check this spot. Actually, it's not really that far. We just got to make it to... I guess we got to go back to Fort Whoop-Up. Like this is it, guys. No, I'm not crawling through this. Is there treasure over there? I want to say no. What do we think, guys? I think we end it here. Stop number 1 is a letdown. We got what?
The second location took him to a different part of the coulees, closer to a river. On the way, he came across warning signs about dangerous water and a weir wire, adding an eerie tone to the area. Near the target, he noticed more dead birds, which deepened the disturbing vibe. But when he reached the actual point, it turned out to be just a manhole cover tucked in some bushes. Once again, the Randonautica prompt led to no clear or significant discovery.
So that's more like it. Oh, what's this? This is a sign. Hazardous water, do not approach wire. Proceed to opposite. Weir? The f is this? Extreme danger, hazardous water. Oh, a lot of birds I'm finding. And this is like right down here. Is there money in that bush? I think I would rather go down the manhole than that, but I think we call it here money. No money. Save, report. So that's it.
After 2 unsuccessful points, he generated a third and final location, which happened to lie somewhat along his route back. While heading in that direction, he noticed a strange, tower-like structure in the distance that caught his attention. Feeling drawn to it, he decided to take a detour, sensing that this odd building might finally offer the unusual experience he'd been hoping for.
Sort of kind of on the way back. I feel like we've been here. But that is the way we need to go. Spot number 3. Let's go. 0 for 2. Hopefully this last spot brings us some money. And I want to go see that. You can see it from here. Like, you guys see that? It's a little tower thing over there. I don't care if it's not on the way. I'm stopping there to check it out. It's a really cool looking building, isn't it? It kind of looks like a military base almost.
As he got closer, the structure proved to be far more unusual than he had imagined. A small, decaying building tucked away in a forest clearing. Before reaching it, he stumbled upon something especially strange. A chandelier inexplicably hanging from a tree branch. The oddness of the discovery was deeply unsettling, suggesting the area hid something unusual. Curious and undeterred, he pressed on toward the structure, eager to see what other strange things might be waiting.
See this. The hell is this? This is like a chandelier. Actually, it is a chandelier. What the hell is this? What is that? What's this doing here? Can I take this? The tree has like a. It seems too. What's going on? That's pretty random. Ooh. This looks really steep. Okay. Oh. We did it. I guess that is sort of kind of the Hansel and Gretel house.
The structure, known locally as the doll house or witch's hut, turned out to be far more disturbing than expected. Inside, the space was filled with dolls, many missing their heads, along with a variety of other strange items, creating an eerie and unsettling atmosphere. He encountered fellow explorers who explained that the site was part of an ongoing art project, regularly updated by different contributors, possibly including architecture students. Still, despite this explanation, the creepy collection of headless dolls and odd objects made for a chilling experience. Nothing like the simple, money-themed journey he originally intended.
I found the king of the homeless camps down here. Wow. Look at this. Oh, wait, Murdell Island. Doing guy not much. What do we have? Oh, we got Rainier. You got a baby. A lot of the heads seem to be missing. Well, that can't be good, can it? Who is that? Snow White? Yeah, Snow White lost her head. Other baby lost her head. This baby still has sort of kind of a face. Someone has a little head obsession with babies, it seems. Oh, kind of weird, isn't it? It's like a bone.
The dollhouse.
The dollhouse?
We like to call it the witch's hut.
It does kind of look like a witch's hut.
No, apparently there's rumors that it used to be an art project that got kind of like out of hand.
Okay.
So more and more people keep adding to it. There's a couple of new things that.
Architect students.
Yeah, that's what
it was. Oh, okay.
That's a rumor though. It's not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
But yeah, there's typically a bunch of people add stuff to it.
Okay.
Like every so often.
I see there's like a lot of dolls.
Yeah. Last time we were here, like a week ago, there's been some new additions since then, I think.
As he left the eerie dollhouse and began making his way back, a chilling sound suddenly broke the silence of the coolies. Clear and unmistakable, he heard someone shout, "Help!" The voice didn't match those of the people he had recently encountered. He paused to review his recording, certain it was something separate and deeply unsettling. That unexpected cry added a new layer of real-world fear to the day's strange discoveries, leaving him wondering who or what was out there.
Someone just yelled, "Help!" Like, it wasn't them. That was like a different voice. I'm gonna have to actually review that. That's weird. What's going on here? Someone yelled, "Help!" Dude, I swear someone did. I don't think it was them. That sounded like more over here. I don't think it was those guys in the dollhouse, they called it. I don't think...
Despite the eerie cry and the bizarre dollhouse, the final Randonautica point, located near where the voice was heard, turned out to be just another ordinary patch of land, offering no new clues or strange discoveries. The original goal of finding money ended in failure, with all 3 locations yielding nothing of value. However, while it didn't deliver on its intended purpose, the day's journey certainly delivered on the strange and unsettling, featuring dead birds, a chandelier hanging from a tree, a house full of headless dolls, and a chilling, unexplained plea for help. The Coolies held far more secrets than the Randonautica app could ever predict. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.